Welcome back, fourth graders. Today I want to talk to you about the choice to design your feature of Victorian architecture in Tinkercad. First, let's review our first art class together. We took a look at some of our amazing buildings in Marietta, Maytown, and Mount Joy and identified some Victorian architecture features using our Kahoot. Then we had an art class where we learned to use Tinkercad or drew some designs on paper or thought about how we'd like to finalize our project, where I'm going to ask you today to create a structure of Victorian architecture or a piece of Victorian architecture using one of those choices. So I'm going to demonstrate for you how you can join our Tinkercad today by clicking this link, which will take you to, when you click the Join Tinkercad again at the top, you're going to continue away from Schoology as it asks to join our art class. Now, mine looks a little bit different from yours, of course, because I am your teacher. I'm not a fourth grade student. But when you click that link to join my class, it'll open Tinkercad for you. You can change the name of your project. And if you recall from doing some of your Tinkercad tutorials, how you can pull over different shapes, use this block to pivot your picture plane, and move in and out while designing your Tinkercad features. So what I'm looking for you to create, if you are using Tinkercad, is a feature of Victorian architecture. I'm going to test your knowledge by seeing that you can create something that is identifiable to one of the features we talked about in our Kahoot. And I'm going to ask for you to present that evidence later in Schoology when you submit the assignment by answering a few artist statement questions. Can you tell yet what I am designing for my structure? If you couldn't tell, you would have used some context clues here to tell that I am building a Victorian turret. I always wanted a home with a turret when I was a kid because Miss McCart is a princess and I wanted a turret, castle, house. So this is where I would read all of my books if I had a Victorian architecture home. So here I am designing students a very simple turret. Once I have my feature created, I want to continue to build to this thing to add to my design and recall from some of your experimentation that you can even use the free draw tool or the scribble tool. Say you wanted to design a piece of Victorian architecture like gingerbread, and perhaps you would want a little corner piece that you can use. Oof, much more neater than mine, because perhaps we will have styluses in art class that we can use to make our shapes, right? Say I want this for my gingerbread feature. I'm going to click done here. That I could even add to my turret structure. Obviously, this is not complete yet. We'll even participate with a little bit of a tag critique warm-up on our second day in art class to get feedback from each other. Because what I'd also want you to notice for is kids that pull one of these, right? Where we have a piece that's not quite centered or not touching each other in Tinkercad. That might be weird when we finalize our designs to either save or send to the 3D printer. So say we have progressed through this art class, you've completed your tag critique, and we are ready to finish our designs. Oop, that cone does not want to go where I want it to go. In order to submit your final project for Schoology, I need you to do one of two things that we have practiced before. You can either bring it to me at my help desk so I can download it onto my flash drive if you want to print it, or we can do my favorite thing where we use the print screen button on our computer to take a screenshot of your finalized design so that we can put it into Schoology assignment. So when I push my print screen button, it should open that option for me to save my piece and print screen. Today, it's just, oh, there it goes. A little bit slow for me, students, as I'm running my camera and other programs here. Oh, no, I want the camera feature, please. Thank you very much. This is just what we call pivot planning, students, sometimes when we're making videos for art. There we go. I've saved my screenshot so that when I would be ready to submit this design, say I was all finished with my project, and this would be the checkbox for my final submission. I can scroll down to my Schoology assignment where I see the clipboard. That is the icon to represent our assignment logo. Here you will see a button where you can record a video, add your picture, or type a response to these questions here. So it's your choice if you want to do it verbally or written. I need you to upload a screenshot or a video of your final project, and I'd like you to tell me, students, these three things. What feature did you choose to create? You can tell me how you chose to create it, whether you did a drawing or the 3D pen or you used Tinkercad. And then finally, tell me how you feel about your completed project. Are you satisfied with the result? Do you wish you would have more time? Or is there something that you would do differently again? Once you have all those things submitted, turn it into Schoology. You have completed our first assignment for Victorian architecture students. Let's give this a try today in class. Good luck.